Evening, everyone. Welcome back. An impromptu live stream here. Really grateful to have with me Darren Aston and Hakan Johansson. Thanks for joining me, chaps. How's things?
No problem, mate. All good, thank you.
Good stuff.
Thank you. All good.
Good stuff, Hakan. Yeah, so just quickly, we're on Emanuel Navarrete versus Oscar Valdez. We're on the rematch for this one. Obviously, they fought previously. Navarrete winning that one via a decision. Oscar Valdez, 33 years old now. Navarrete himself, 29. Interestingly enough, Oscar Valdez has fought since they last fought. He knocked over Liam Wilson in 7. But Navarrete's fought twice and he hasn't won either of them. He's drew to Hobson Conceição, who's obviously been in the news recently with his fights with Oshaki Foster. And he went to lose a very narrow split decision, I think it was, to Denis Berinchyk, who's obviously WBO champion at lightweight, the division above. So he's back down now in his natural weight, I would suggest, at 130 pounds, WBO championship on the line. He's defending in a rematch against Oscar Valdez, who's the interim champion. So he's earned his way back into the fight. The first one was good, lads. I don't know if you happened to catch the first fight. It wasn't an amazing fight. It was a good, solid fight, though. I love watching Navarrete fight. You know, he's heavy-handed. So is Valdez, in fairness. Valdez feels like he's been around forever. He's still only 33 years old. Yeah, I guess I'll come individually to both of you for your predictions, and I'll give my own. But, yeah, cracking fight, guys.
Yeah, really good. I mean, the first one, when you looked at the records with Navarrete and Valdez, even though neither of them had been stopped, with their knockout ratio, you was sort of like probably edging to one of them getting a stoppage win.
Yeah.
I mean, you'd still look at it now and think there's possibly a stoppage win for either way. But, I mean, Navarrete is ranked 8th in the world. Valdez is number 5. You're quite right about Navarrete. You know, his last 2 fights he hasn't won. He had a majority draw and a split decision loss to Berinchyk. I just think that the way Navarrete beat Valdez in the first fight, it was a unanimous decision. He wasn't too comfortable, but he was comfortable enough for me. And even though it was only last year, I still don't think Oscar Valdez, for the style of fight Navarrete is, I still don't think Oscar Valdez is still going to have enough here, considering Navarrete hasn't won his last 2 fights, and like you mentioned, the weight. So I would say Navarrete will probably win this on probably a points decision again, but maybe a little bit closer. But I just think styles make fights, and I would say Navarrete will probably have Valdez's number.
Yeah, most definitely. Look, the way I see the fight, and I completely agree with what you said there, Darren. I think even though Navarrete hasn't won in 2 since the first Oscar Valdez fight, the fact that he's fought Conceição, who's a former world champion, Denis Berinchyk, who's a current world champion at the weight above, 2 top quality fighters. I'm not disrespecting Liam Wilson in any capacity whatsoever, but Navarrete's been more active and he's fought in real fights. Valdez is 33. I'm not saying he's over the hill or anything like that. Like you say, neither of them have ever been stopped. So, you know, you wouldn't lean towards that. But I would suggest that Emanuel Navarrete is a better fighter than Oscar Valdez, just in general. I watched the first fight. Obviously, like you said, there's potential for it to be closer this time. But I don't think at 33, Oscar Valdez has learned anything different in the year and a half or whatever it's been since they last fought that's going to cause Navarrete those kind of problems. You got 2 guys who rock solid chins. I would be surprised if we see a stoppage in this one, but if there is a hint of a stoppage in it, I would lean for it being Oscar Valdez just catching Navarrete with one. But again, I just don't see it happening. They're both big punchers. They both got iron chins. They're both tough to beat. But I would my prediction is Navarrete repeat decision. Mr. Neutral's in the house. Thanks for tuning in, my friend. Hakan, how do you see things?
I agree with you both. I think that now when Navarrete is back to his weight where he has the title after being in fights in the weight above, I think that he will be much better at his weight. And looking back to the first fight, I felt that Navarrete won it pretty convincingly on the scorecard. So I think I will repeat from the first one on a unanimous decision for Navarrete. I think it will go to points.
Yeah, I'd find it hard to see not. Both of them have the power to do something, but unless one of their chins has really deteriorated overnight, I don't see how it doesn't go to a decision. But again, like you say, the first one was fun. This time's most definitely going to be fun. It's an ESPN top ranked card, so in the UK it's going to be shown on Sky Sports, as they all are, which is good news for us. Unfortunately, obviously, Hakan, we were just talking off air. Unfortunately, in Sweden, they're not showing the fight, but we'll try and keep you up to date with whatever's going on in any case. Navarrete Valdez, the rematch happening, Footprint Center in Phoenix, scene of many Bam Rodriguez recent fights. Really looking forward to this one. Darren, Hakan, massive thanks for jumping on, giving your predictions on it. I do appreciate it. Go and subscribe to Search Out a Lot of Boxing, Darren Aston's YouTube channel. Really, really quickly growing on the road to 100 subs. Very close, Darren, on that, aren't you?
96 now, mate.
96.
So brilliant stuff. Thanks for all the support.
Congratulations, Darren, to start of the channel the first 2 weeks.
Yeah,
great stuff.
And then you've got Hakan's Ringside Live as well. If you want to subscribe to Hakan's YouTube channel, Hakan's Ringside for many big boxing events. Both the lads were at the Sonny Edwards and Galal Yafai fight last week in Birmingham. So make sure you check out both of their channels for some great boxing content. As Mr. Neutral says, guaranteed banger. Both have it all to play for. Completely agree with that, mate. We'll leave it there for now. Lads, have a great Friday evening. Thanks, Mr. Neutral, as well. Bless up. Have a good one, guys.
Cheers, mate. Thank you.
Cheers.